It's time for one of my all-time favorite things yet again at the channel. It's happened 3-4 times before already, and now we bring you that reporter in the field. And I just love it when I get content from people out there. We've had it in 3 different ways so far. Of course, the shoe butter tie-up that everybody knows about, and the butter movement and how that ties into the channel, and all of the work that Shoe Butter does in sending us content from the shoe department. He's in lockdown right now, as most of the rest of the world are, or many places in the world. Maybe most is a bit of an exaggeration. But we're also in lockdown light here in Tokyo, so I'm shooting at home, which I do not like to do. It means that I've got my little pooches sort of kicking around here, and they might start barking at me. My little girl's asleep next door, she might wake up. Anything could happen. The screen could fail. Who knows? There'll be noises in the background or anything like that. But we all, we're doing our best to get through this, and I will not let this stop me. I will continue with that daily content. So I truly, truly appreciate getting content from people out there. Like I said, starts with Shoe Butter. He sends us that regular content when he can. We also had Low Rains, who was the very first reporter in the field, sending us an Ukai Ukai video from the Philippines, where he was doing Ukai Ukai sneaker shopping. And then it was on to Seabass_photos, who's already sent 2 videos to us, and today is the 3rd. So, and I just totally appreciate, I really dig that element of the channel kind of going this way, not just going that way. I never really sort of planned for that when I opened up my own channel. I hadn't thought of it this way. It was supposed to be a one-way street, but then, YouTube sort of pushed back, and it turns out there's a whole sort of 2-way thing going on here. I'm looking forward to a delivery from Belgium coming through the door pretty soon, where we'll get our first gift to the channel as well. So lots going on in terms of those things. And like I said, today is the 3rd time that Seabass_photos has brought us some reporter in the field content, and I'm really happy with it. Always happy with it because it's samples, and really rare samples. There's a little hint. He shows us 2 samples today. There's a little hint in the first sample where he talks about an Adidas, I think it's an LX Con, I think it's called. And he talks about how he gets, he and his friends get his hands on these samples. And that's the thing that I think is maybe even more interesting than the samples themselves, because you're finding out about how people go about their, daily lives, how they get these things. I don't know how to get my hands on samples, especially here in Japan. It's virtually impossible to work that kind of thing out. So the first kind of pair that he shows us is a really cool pair of Adidas, and the story behind how he and his friends got their hands on them. And then the second pair I'm really happy to bring, because of these guys right here. I reviewed the general release for these guys, which were the Coral 4D Run 1.0 is what I think they're called. But what Seabass_photos is going to show us is the friends and family version of that Coral 4D 1.0 Run, 4D Run 1.0 sneaker. And it's amazing. It's got some features on it that just didn't make it to the general release. So hopefully behind me here you've been able to see in the green screen that general release that we talked about before. And what we'll do is we'll go over and see what Seabass_photos has to give to us today. He also talks about the coronavirus and how things are for him in where he is, and I think he's in the middle of Europe somewhere, so he's right in the middle of this where it's really kicked off hard. Like I said, here we're in kind of lockdown light. I'm working from home now, and but people are still out on the streets and things like that. They're aiming for 80% of the people off the streets and staying at home, instead of like 100% sort of lockdown thing like that. So and the numbers seem to have been dropping off a bit here, which is great to see as well. But without further ado, what we'll do is we'll pop over to Seabass_photos, see what he's got for us today. 2 amazing sneakers, and then we'll pop back here again a couple of minutes after that for the second half of this video. So without further ado, for the 3rd time, reporter in the field, Seabass_photos, take it away.
Hey, what's up, Buddy Movement? Hope you guys are all doing well. Felt like showing off a few more samples today. Got 2 more pairs for you guys this week. Something really special, both friends and family samples. Really exclusive. Nobody really has these. Sorry, I'm trying to think. Haven't really spoken much in a while due to coronavirus. So, here's the first one. This is the LX Con. These are, I wouldn't probably say friends and family, but they're a sample pair exclusive to 38 pairs made. Let's see, quantity 38 pairs, and really nice color blocking, like brown and green, kind of tonal gray as well, and really nice neon yellow green laces. Really awesome. Obviously sample tagged. Really one of my favorite shoes. Sadly not in my size, but super awesome, super rare. Not a colorway everyone's ever got to see. Not a very popular shoe either. But 1 out of 38 pairs. Really, really cool. And most of my friends actually own these. We have 5 of them between me and my friends. So we know where 5 out of 38 are. And for the next pair, we have the Friends and Family 4D Run 1.0s. The normal coral pair doesn't have these blue lines and blue details, and also the clear blue see-through sole. So that's also very special, very unique to this pair. So these are Friends and Family samples. They have the really, really nice blue tonal lines. They don't translate well on camera and in photos, but they're really, really beautiful. It's kind of that consortium pattern on them. Don't know how I can show these things off well. But clear see-through, you can see the 4D mesh through it. A new 4D sole. Much softer, got that running sole back. Really, really nice. Great for sole swaps because they're cheap. Obviously. Sample, US 9. Kind of worn out a little bit even though they're brand new. And one of my favorite little details, I don't know if we can capture it, that says family on that one. And the other one says friends, so it's friends and family. Hope I got to show something else cool today to you guys. Really love sharing some awesome shoes. Really enjoy giving you guys a new look behind some new things nobody really gets to see. Gets to learn about a little bit of the sample tags, see different colors, see the different things that they put on. Funny thing about these, actually, they were all at the sample sale. Adidas does sample sales by their headquarters quite a bit. And a lot of these pairs showed up at the sample sale for 15 euros. So really cool steal for 1 out of 38. Never released, basically. Really, really cool. And with the 4D, I've only seen 3 people who have these. The guy who designed them, the head of running at Adidas, and then myself. So very, very rare. Not really a huge Friends and Family release. Very small, very small. So not something everyone gets to see, gets to witness and whatever. So yeah, here you guys go. Hope you enjoyed seeing some cool stuff again today. And hopefully next week I'll have some more for you guys. See ya.
There you have it, our second installment from third installment from Seabass_photos. Truly appreciate that. I really do appreciate getting content from the viewers out there and making this a dialogue instead of a monologue. I super appreciate that. And like I said earlier, I just did not see that coming when I set up the channel. I knew about comments, for example, and how people communicate back and forth with the content creators in the comments sort of section of things. But actually, it stretches beyond that. To be honest, Seabass and I do most of our communication on Instagram, not on YouTube. So it's kind of a bigger thing than I imagined it being when I started up this channel. And I'm looking forward to coming in again tomorrow with a video. As I said, I'm not going to let this coronavirus stop me. I'm not going to stop doing this daily content, even though it's sending me back home to do it. I've still found a way to get the green screen working, hopefully fairly well, and to keep this thing on going. Like I said, I truly appreciate getting that Seabass content and this being more of it. But this coronavirus thing, it's given me the opportunity to sort of restart the channel or reset the channel. I did a video a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago, about resetting the channel, and I've been thinking about sort of trying to change it up so there's a bit more variety. So I'm really appreciative of getting that content from people out there, and if anybody out there has anything they want to send me, it's super easy to do. Really easy to do. I have access to a Google account where I have unlimited data, basically, so I can have any size of video, and it's just a simple click from you to send me a video, and then I pick it up from there, and bang, your content's on my channel. So if you want to do that, if you want to help out, if you want to send some content my way, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the perspective and a different sort of angle on this thing. It makes it a bit more interesting, and I think people, enjoy that kind of content as well. So if you've got something that you think you could send me, feel free to do that. But for now, we just thank Seabass_photos for his third installment, and he does say at the end of that video there that he's got more lined up, so I'm really hopeful to see more of his samples. Like, again, sample collections are just something that most of us don't get to see. It's something Schuberter himself has really got a big collection on, and Seabass too has it as well, and he talked about his friends as well having a collection of samples too. So personally, as I said, I'd really like to hear more about the how, not the what, but the how they go about getting samples, and especially all 5 of them getting the same sample pair of one of 38s by the sound of things. So but for now, it's time for me to sign off and finish up for today. Great for me to be able to keep this content going on a daily basis, and the only way I can do that is because of the viewers out there just checking in and engaging and giving me that energy and that passion. I appreciate you guys for watching, appreciate Seabass_photos for the content, but for now it's time to sign off and do what I do at the end of every single video, which is thank you guys for checking out my content. But because I do this every single day, that means that you are guaranteed to see me tomorrow.